shots or?
Yep.
Okay.
Who has the one shots list? But we have a list.
Need a little list here. Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Up to here.
So first up in the one shots here shortly will be Nixie Witsing. Am I pronouncing that correctly? And Rand and Aaron and Paul are on deck, followed by Tonics.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm not. That's not me. Yeah, ukulele. Can, yeah.
Ken, we are ready for sound? Yeah.
Hello? Yes? Okay. Cool. Yeah? Sounds good. Hi, I'm Nixie. Some of you know me by another name. This is my first time playing an original song for a con, so that's exciting. And this song is dedicated to what made me love Filk. I was an avid reader from a young age, and then I had a piano student who said, "Hey, I know people who write music about that." And I was like, "Can I come?" So here I am. This is called Storyteller. Blowing threadless in the wind, bleach white bones and ribbon skin. I don't know where you have been, but hunker down and lean on it. I will tell you an old story, not really history, not really myth. Everyone used to know this story. When you listen, it will live again. Go on your way with your eyes open wide. Notice who reigns, be it love, be it pride. Jealousy, hurt, even fear can be king. Direct them here so that we can begin. I will tell you an old story. Not really history, not really myth. Everyone used to know this story. When you listen, it will live again. A story to unlock the cage of your heart, put there to protect you, but it's not done its part. Story to walk down, to sit with 2 feet. Story to take the most terrible beast. Here in the quiet, it's rambling on. The end's the beginning, and on we have gone. Where do we come from? Someone hears on the wind. I gesture them down, and I lean in. I will tell you an old story. really history, not really myth. Everyone used to know this story. When you listen, it will live again. That's the word. You can sing along. I will tell you an old story. Not really history, not really myth. Everyone used to know this story. When you listen, it will live again. When you listen, it will live again. When you listen, it will live again. Thank you.
Thank you, Nixie. We now have Brandon, Aaron, and Paul.
We need 3 vocal mics and 1
Guitar mic.
You want a DI for that or not? Nope. Vocal
You got an instrument mic.
mic.
Yeah, the red one has to come out.
Watch the steel. See the film will see the back steel.
I would only bet more loud thing if you.
Let's go with that.
Yes.
That's Sorry, kid.
That's a little too close to it. That looks good. This one needs a little, well, I guess.
You are close to the back neighbors, right?
I am pretty close, yeah.
Second floor, ladies, microphone there.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's fine, yep. Yes.
Okay.
Testing, testing. Good note.
Test, hello.
They're coming through? Yep. Okay, cool. Okay. So those of you who are familiar with Viabella's work, and I hope you are, may be aware of a certain format of performance that they frequently do. And watching them, it occurred to me, it's like, they should switch that up sometime. So we had a chat and we came up with it. So, wait, not yet. I'm waiting for on Sunday to do its thing. Okay, go.
2, 3, 4.
Woo-hoo. 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 Woo-hoo.
Well, my heart knows it better than I know myself, so I'm gonna let it do all the talking.
Wouldn't talking be more of a mouth thing than a heart thing?
Came across a place in the middle of nowhere with a big black horse and a cherry tree.
Very strange bedfellows.
I felt a little fear upon my back. He said, don't look back, just keep on walking.
Yeah, self-defense wise, that seems like pretty questionable advice.
Big black horse said, look this way. He said, hey there, lady, will you marry me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Loving versus Virginia did not apply to marrying horses, black or otherwise.
And I said, no, 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 no. I said, no, no, you're not the one for me. No, 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 no. I said, no, no, you're not the one for me. And my heart had a problem in the early hours, so I stopped it dead for a beat or two.
Yeah, that is highly inadvisable. It's not generally reversible.
Gotta cut the cord, and I shouldn't have done it, and it won't forgive me after all these years.
Cut some cord? What cord? A cord of wood? I don't think the cherry tree would approve.
So I set to a place in the middle of nowhere with a big black horse and a cherry tree.
Okay, so now a horse and a tree have a disembodied heart for a companion.
Now it won't come back because I feel so happy, and it won't forgive me after all these years. I sang on line.
Going back.
It said no, 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 no. I said no, no, you're not the one for me. No, 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 no. I said no, no, you're not the one for me. Said no, 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 you're not the one for me.
No, no, no.
No, no, no,
My favorite
no,
prog rock band is No.
no, 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 you're not the one for me. Big black horse and a cherry tree.
Don't forget the heart.
I can't quite get there 'cause my heart's forsaken me. Yeah, yeah.
You'd stop it
Big
there.
black horse and a cherry tree. I can't quite get there 'cause my heart's forsaken me.
Well, you can hardly blame it.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul, for the idea.
Aaron, Rand, Paul, and Fun, all put together. Hurrah. Okay, and with our final song of this one-shot set, we have Tonics.
Sorry, folks. You want to plug in there, Tom? Or Steve?
Well, it's your guitars.
Yeah.
If the batteries are on, then yes.
Two plug in.
You don't want to be complicated though.
Oh.
Let me just.
Is that one plugging? Yep.
Okay.
Shut it down for now. Let me give you some.
Just a second.
Go, Steve, if you're ready.
And we also want to. I need to, since we have none of our stuff. I've got onto this thing. You know what? Let's do the plugging in first.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's all right. Okay. Now you're
It's telling me it's okay to plug in.
Yeah. What is that? I don't need a pick.
Which one am I broken?
It's also not my pick, so.
Star scan, isn't it? It can be raised.
Oh, did it come up?
I think it's set for ventilation.
Yeah, it's okay for just a quick second.
You need to get something?
Normally we use iPad stand, so I'm completely unable to do anything with this anymore. I feel so complicated, I'm sorry. So now, microphone.
Try your guitar.
Microphone would help.
Try your guitar. That's the sixth. Try your guitars, Katie.
Steve, that's you.
No, he said he wants you to try your guitar.
Yeah, that's okay.
All
If I
right,
had
and
the
here's
right
the vocals.
sound,
That sounds good. It sounds like I'm audible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing another cover. Surprise, surprise, surprise. This one's Sunny's fault. These are Sunny's fault these days. She introduced us to the Wailing Jennies, and then we get hooked on their material. And I am not getting younger. This is going to be interesting. Reading lyrics. I'm just going to give this a shot. If the tech fails us, well, it's just all of you friends here. You don't want. Let's see how this works.
Yep.
All right. You start. This is Arlington. Where do you go, little
know? Do you know? Is it something in the wind? Breathe the chill in your heart, life in your ears. Does it whisper, start again? Start again. There is the sun in the night. Is it cold? Is it cold? Does it feel left behind? All alone, all alone. Does it wander through the dark? Does it wait for dawn? Wish on a star? Does it stray very far? Very far. Where is your home, restless wind? Is it there? Is it here? Do you search for a place to belong? Search in pain, search in fear. Is your spirit everywhere? Is your voice every tree? Soul in the air. There's no home, is there no death? There's no death. There's no death.
Thank you very much. Curie and Tonics.
Thank you, lovely song.
More Winnipeg content.
That's Canadian content, yeah. From Winnipeg even.
Yes, Winnipeg. More Winnipeg. We're taking over the film world one thing at a time, Dave. Right. We're sucking more filters into the water.
Well, Winnipeg's the center of Canada, right?
So now we have
It's almost the center of North America, although Chicago tries for that. She needs the mic lower.
Oh, yeah. Damn, that can't figure it. Yeah. Every now and then as a nice country, it's like, she was 5'4", like, is this too high for you?
No, no one can.
A
little bit lower.
And just one in. You can think that the I chord away. Let's hear you, Ellen.
Okay, testing. That's it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
17.
Oh,
Good enough.
no.
It's better than what I was using to sound check
Go
earlier.
ahead, Randy. You want to introduce?
Okay.
Yep.
So, straight from Boston here to Toronto, Ellen and Joe.
This one's by Jonathan Turner. It is a Pegasus splitter. Scanning channels on radio. I hear what's hip and what's new. I don't pay much attention. They're not expecting me to. You're not meant to listen, just to sit back and hear. Just get into the beat, just start tapping your feet and forget it next year. I sing secondhand songs, tunes polished by time. The lyrics aren't fancy, and they don't always rhyme. The chords are all simple, my voice may not be strong, but we learn joy and grief, love and sorrow and peace from these secondhand songs. There are songs you can't dance to, songs that do not have drums, songs that last 7 minutes, songs that every child hums. There are songs where you listen, not just sit back and hear. There are songs for the singing, our voices all ringing with laughter and tears. I sing secondhand songs, tunes polished by time. The lyrics aren't fancy, and they don't always rhyme. The chords are all simple, my voice may not be strong, but I've learned joy and grief, love and sorrow and peace from these secondhand songs. So we gather around campfires and in living rooms too. And we don't quit our day jobs, we're not hip and not new. We don't expect to be famous, we know we can't right all wrongs. But if we lift them hearts, then we're doing our parts with their secondhand songs. We sing secondhand songs, tunes polished by time. The lyrics aren't fancy, and they don't always rhyme. The chords are all simple, our voices may not be strong, but we learn joy and grief, love and sorrow and peace from these secondhand songs. Yes, we learn joy and grief, love and sorrow and peace from these secondhand songs. This one's my fault. Back in the days when everything was flying across the net, and a lot of stuff was circulating without copyright, without permission, more importantly. A little essay on how to sing the blues went by, and I felt compelled to do the obvious thing and set it to a blues song. Later, I did get in touch with the author, and we negotiated permission. So the mention of Judith Podell in the first verse is credit for the original author. Crawled out of bed this morning, been depressed for quite a while. Then I saw Miss Podell's article, and I just had to smile because she said, next time you're feeling down, you just might want these blues. In just a few short steps, I'll show you how to sing the blues. Singing the blues is easy once you've written your first line. Yeah, 12 bar blues is easy once you've written that sad first line. It can be pretty sad too, believe me. You just sing it twice to look for something sadder that almost rhymes. Helps if it scans too. A blues song should be about something that makes you grin. I got me a good woman, that's a bad way to begin unless you follow it with something that'll bring you right back down. Like I got me a good woman with the meanest dog in town, so I'm singing about my baby. She got the meanest dog in town, sugar how it goes down. Second time round, yes, I'm singing about my darling. She got the doggone meanest dog in town. Like Maggie Thatcher, and he weighs in about 500 pounds. Big son of a bitch. The blues don't go with shopping malls, the lighting is all wrong. Mauve and beige and violet leach the misery from your song when they say an office can't be blue, but I'll bet my bottom dollar. They never heard St. Rogers leading the white collar holler, or when she sings the blues, a lady's named Sadie or Big Mama, sometimes Bess. For the guys, try Lightning Joe, or maybe Little Willie might work best. Don't think too much about what those names mean. But if you're named Sierra or Sequoia, better give the blues a rest. Can't feel low with a big name. The highway with where to go, the jailhouse doing time, the empty bed. These are places the blues will sound just fine. Got better choices. Don't you try it, the blues will never swing. In the Hamptons, Old Renfrew, or a gallery opening. You could be blue in New York City. Not in Brooklyn or in Queens, that's what she wrote. Chicago, Kansas City, and St. Louis are all bluesy kinds of scenes. She got that one right. But Vermont and North Dakota, people don't know what blues really means. That's a seasonal affect disorder, son. To get you to a blues town, your car can't be compact. You need at least a Chevy or a rusty Cadillac. And if that Greyhound bus or southbound freight train doesn't by, well, you could start walking or start fixing it to die. Now when a bluesman's gotta die, he'll try to do it in some ratty shotgun shack out by the railroad track, or he'll get some jealous lover in a cheap motel to stab him in the back. Big finish now. If you die during liposuction, the world will know that you were just a hack. You gotta die it like you mean it. Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is one by Abby Sinai. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. And I know a lot of you know it. Please sing along, especially on the choruses. Stone, flying stone, leave the miseries beneath us, alone, on our own, only brotherhood between us. We know only our lowly ways, so let the dragons teach us to roam like the stones drifting up above your eyes. When we pass through the shimmering door, connecting there and here, we fell in love with this new world and made our feelings clear. In all our searches we never saw a sky so rose and crimson that beckoned us to take the chance to make a new life here. With stone, flying stone, leave the miseries beneath us, alone, on our own, only brotherhood between us. We know only our lowly ways, so let the dragons teach us to roam like the stones drifting up above our eyes. The first of us to settle down, leave our eyes. This place so big and so beautiful had mountains in her skies. Our troubled people were locked in war, we could not understand. We hurried through, then shut the door, so they could never find our stone, flying stone, leave the miseries beneath us, alone on our own. Only brotherhood between us we know, only our lowly ways. So let the dragons teach us to roam like moons drifting up above our eyes. The heroine were creatures seen once only from afar. Ambassador appeared her star. She welcomed all of us to her home, just like we were new neighbors. But warned, live lightly on the land and never leave a scar on stone, flying stone. Leave the miseries beneath us, alone on our own. Only brotherhood between us we know, only our lowly ways. So let the dragons teach us to roam like the stones drifting up above our eyes. The centuries have come and gone, some struggle and one thrive. Our brains, inventions, and beliefs are how we all survive. The life was rugged and cold at first. We don't regret one moment. For each newcomer, there's a time to learn to stay alive. On stone, flying stone, leave the miseries beneath us, alone on our own. Only brotherhood between us we know, only our lowly ways. So let the dragon teach us to roam like the stones drifting up above our eyes.
This is another Pegasus winner, one that's not heard often enough. It's by Dwayne Elms. A young and headstrong lady was Madame Marie Curie, and radiation was the field she studied selflessly. She didn't know the dangers as she worked long nights alone, and spent her health to open up the secrets of the stone. No, nature has no honor, and the gamma ray no soul. They cut her hands to pieces as she labored toward her goal. The skin was marked and blistered, and her hands and the joints were stiff and sore. Pain was something that she barely managed to ignore. The lady never faltered as our ignorance gave ground, and never thought about herself as knowledge there she found. If you would understand if you would, tripped up over that one more time. If you would wish to know the cost the search for truth demands, you only have to take a look at Madame Curie's hands. A desperate muse she followed when she tracked the gamma glow, driven by no thought of gain, but urgent need to know. Her life was not a long one, though she served her science well. Leukemia was her reward, along with 2 Nobels. So many souls have followed in the path the lady led, and some returned with victory, while others came back dead. The ones who rode the shuttle and the ones who never flew, each paid the price with honor for the knowledge we pursue. So thanks to all who travel down that long and deadly road, and thanks to all who take the risk and carry mankind's load. The way is never easy, and there are no promised lands for those who make the sacrifice of Madame Curie's hands. For those who choose the sacrifice of Madame Curie's hands. Pardon me, one moment, I'll just grab it. This one is by Lara Ortiz de Montellano, who's a left coast filker these days. She used to be in the Boston area. Jack fell asleep with the roar of the rockets all blasting to space in his head. And from his hand fell his flashlight and comics while moonlight shone down on the bed. And sometimes in secret he'd turn the old pages while locked in the bathroom or late in the night. And sometimes in secret his heart would beat faster, and sometimes his mind would take flight. Jill was daydreaming of solar sails sliding through vast open oceans of stars. And in her hand was her dark vice, her secret, her books that put humans on Mars. Jack grew a good boy, worked hard at the office. Jack only dreamed in his sleep. He never remembered what passed when he slumbered. He'd never dare look to the deep. Jill crunched her numbers and talked about TV and shopping for clothes at the mall. She carried her books in the fold of her raincoat and spoke of them never at all. And sometimes in secret she scanned the bright pages while locked in the bathroom or late in the night. And sometimes in secret her heart would beat faster, and sometimes her mind would take flight. Jack moving quickly, his mind on his lunch break, meets Jill coming into the hall. And from his briefcase full lunch bag and comics with lensmen to cushion the fall. What else do you read? Asked the girl while still blushing. She proffers her own Burroughs tome. And Jack mumbles names and she answers in kind, and they follow each other back home. Lunchtimes and dinners and nights at the movies while preachers roar down from the screen. And from his hand falls the popcorn and soda, but Jill never utters a scream. And often together they turn the bright pages while snuggled up warmly so late in the night. And often together their hearts would beat faster, and often their minds would take flight. Jack falls asleep with the roar of the rockets all blasting to space in his head. And in his arms lies another bright dreamer as moonlight shines down on the bed.
So, those of you who know me know that this has been a very rough week. Both of my parents passed away in the past week. And so, this is my found family. It's my family of choice and the people I need to be around in time like this. One of the things my parents did was fill my life with music. We were always surrounded by music. Music was always on in the home. To classical, opera, folk. They introduced Pete Seeger and Joan Baez and Woody Guthrie. And thanks. So, this is one of Pete Seeger's. Just when I thought all was lost you changed my mind. You gave me hope, not just the old soft soap. You showed me we could learn to share in time. You and me and Rockefeller, I'll keep plugging on. Your face will shine through all our tears. And when we sing a little victory song, precious friend, you will be there. Sing in harmony, precious friend, you will be there. Just when I thought all was lost, you changed my mind. You give me hope, not just the old soft soap. You showed me we could learn to share in time. You and me and Rockefeller, we all keep plugging on. Your face will shine through all our tears. And when we sing another little victory song, precious friend, you will be there. Sing in harmony, precious friend, you will be there.
How are we on time? We good. 5 more.
Let's see if my voice holds up for this one. This one is not FilK, or it's now FilK, or whatever you want to call it. It's by Rob McDonald, and I've been finishing a lot of things recently with this one, because I think it's the right mood for the moment. I did warn you, Ken, you may have to turn the volume down on this one. Though my sails be torn and tattered, and the mast be turned about, let the night wind chill me, my very soul. And though the spray may sting my eyes, and the stars no light provide, give me just another morning's light to hold. And I will not lie me down, this rain a-raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. And if this night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest until I reach another shore. And though the only water left is but salt to wound my thirst, I will drink this rain that falls so steady down. And though night's blindness be my gift, and there be thieves upon my drift, I will praise this fog that shelters me along. And I will not lie me down, this rain a-raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. And if this night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest until I reach another shore. Though my mates be drained and weary, and believe all hope is lost, there's no need for their bones on that blackened bottom. But though death waits just off the prow, they shall not answer to him now. He must stand to face the morning without them. And I will not lie me down, this rain a-raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. And if this night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest until I reach another shore. And I will not lie me down, this rain a-raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. And if at night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest until I reach another shore. Be well, do well, you're stronger than you know. This too shall pass.
Ellen Kranzer, Joe Kessman. Okay, so one of our goes for the weekend. That's a card week coming up here shortly. I do have some announcements as well. Judith's purse has been found, so you will want to get your FKO mugs in the con suite in the dealer's room. Those are 25-cent donation or whatever you feel like giving. Beyond that, use them all weekend rather than the disposable cups, and we can cut down on our trash profile. The con suite is down the hall on the left, past the restaurant. All kinds of goodies in there. The dealer's room is downstairs in the breakout space. Do patronize them, please. Let's see, what else do we have here? If you like the looks of that tie and tails quilt that Heather Margetson showed off last night, you buy raffle tickets, they're still available. Please fill out a form, vote for the number of FKO the Lost Years, this particular convention. That's in the back of the room at Reg. And I have one more here. Oh, bid on the Interfilk items, which are across the back of this room. Bid often, bid heavily, send a bunch of things to auction, and make our auctioneers busy tonight. And Vanessa can signal me when she's ready to go.
One shots?
One shot's first. Sorry.
Little confusion.
Yeah,
I was
sorry about
into
that.
action, but now
Yes.
I'm on spring.
Okay. My apologies. So we have, first up in this round of one shots, we have Carol Parker and Bill Lobenheimer first. And then Mike Richards is on deck, followed by Jane Garth.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
Both of you will see if you are in the speakers.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Well, no, speak now and then make the performance.
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
And I'm, oh, there I am. Please join in. NASA send our ships to space.
Go for liftoff.
NASA send our ships to space.
Go for liftoff. Captain, trim the solar sail. Go for liftoff. Captain, trim the solar sail. Go for liftoff.
Outer space is dark and cold.
Go for liftoff.
Chills the body, but not the soul.
Go for lift off. Milky Way is starry and vast. Go for lift off. Journey's long, but we're going fast. Go for lift off.
Starship Dream is ready to fly.
Go for lift off.
Keep on looking up at the sky.
Go for lift off.
Okay, thank you, Bill and Cheryl. Mike Richards up next. Okay. I just recovered a USA nylon.
Oh, that would be mine.
Oh, okay. Quickly back.
Yes.
It's on the pizza. So I want to give her.
I'll hold it.
In a little bit.
That's good, yeah.
Perfect.
Honestly, I didn't know what they were going to sing before me.
Go ahead.
The engineer sits at her console. She's scanning the skies for a sign. She's been there all night. The dish ain't just right, but a signal she still cannot find. She squints at her favorite horizon. A picture been back years ago. 8 months it would seem she's been chasing a dream, but she'd much rather try than let go. Hoppy, wake up, we're waiting. We've waited for you for so long. Valiant mare, let us know that you're there and prove that the doubters are wrong. Awake from your sleep and send us a beep. Our faith and belief are strong. Hoppy, we've waited so, waited so, waited so. Hoppy, we've waited so long. The scientist peers at an image with magnifying glass in her hand of the rocks on a ledge by Endeavour's edge, but insights won't come on demand. She's teased all she can from one image and written up what she can guess. But she can't really see, more data is key, and she'll never abandon her quest. Hoppy, wake up, we're waiting, we've waited for you for so long. Valiant mare, let us know that you're there and prove that the doubters are wrong. Awake from your sleep and send us a beep. Our faith and belief are strong. Hoppy, we've waited so, waited so, waited so. Hoppy, we've waited so long. The student is stuck in her classroom, but her mind roves a long way away. She's impatient for news and red dusty views on a blog that she checks every day. For a decade she's followed that rover and shared in its journey to date. It can't all be through, there's so much to do, but now all she can do is wait. Hoppy, wake up, we're waiting. We've waited for you for so long. Valiant mare, let us know that you're there and prove that the doubters are wrong. Awake from your sleep and send us a beep. Our faith and belief are strong. Hoppy, we've waited so, waited so, waited so. Hoppy, we've waited so long. The astronaut climbs up a canyon with careful and reverent tread. She gives a fond smile to a dust-covered pile located just where her note said. She pulls out a brush from her pocket and carefully reaches to clean 2 decades and more of dust to the floor till all of the surfaces gleam. Hoppy, wake up, we're waiting, we've waited for you for so long. Valiant man, let us know that you're there and prove that the doubters are wrong. Awake from your sleep and send us a beep, our faith and belief are strong. Oh, we've waited so, waited so, waited so. Oh, we've waited so long.
That was Mike Richards, and now we have Jane Garson, with, I believe, her husband Phil backing her up.
I'm gonna need a second music, just in case I forget these words. This is live, I can start the introduction. Oh, yeah. Want me to take that? No, it's already set.
Need another stand?
Yeah.
This one down a bit. So, it sound okay? Is it on? So Bill is more than my backup on this. It should really have had both names since he composed the music. This song started because I decided that whoever first downloaded my Bandcamp EP would get a chance to suggest a topic. So Peter Hargraves suggested Martian Chronicles, a book that is not usually my style, but I'm very glad he made me read it because one story in it really, really stood out. Yeah. Thomas could almost touch time tonight. Time smelled like dust and people and clocks. Time looked like snow as it falls from a height. A sound like voices crying and raindrops. There on the Martian highway, Martian and human travels a line. One told of cities of death and decay, the other canals full of lavender wine. Between the hills of time two travelers meet, though cross their paths should never be. Between the hills of time two travelers greet, one must be wrong, only on that they agree. Each in the flesh, but not to the other. Each in their present, not at the same time. Somehow they could understand one another, living in their very different paradigms. Thomas heads now to a barn dance of whiskey, sees the silver rocket streak through the sky. Wives and girlfriends are come to Green City, or is nothing there but the sea at low tide?
Between the hills of time two travelers meet. Across their paths should never be. Between the hills of time two travelers greet. One must be wrong, only on that they agree. Then Mohaka carries on to his carnival. Beautiful women make love, drink, and sing. Boats float on waters to him unremarkable. Will he find the dust covers everything? Who is a figment of each other's past? How can we know whose ruins we view? Dream or a vision quite unsurpassed in the hills of time, which is the new? Between the hills of time two travelers meet. Across their paths should never be. Between the hills of time two travelers greet. One must be wrong, only on that they agree. One must be wrong, only on that they agree.
Thank you, Jane. And I can spring into action. Stay tuned for our first guest of honor set.
Randy, I just make a short announcement about our
Yep.
guest of honor. It's really I don't know if everybody realized the name, the last year. We lost 2 years of a live con, and it's so sad. It's so happy to see it happening today. It's so happy to see it happening today as a live con. In 1920 or 2020, sorry, we had invited Vanessa to be our guest. The con got canceled. She had to stay home. 2021, we had Stone Dragons or somewhere in there. I think I got the years mixed up, but either way, we invited them, they got canceled. So now, this 2022, we had a virtual con. We didn't have a guest, we didn't have interfill, but we had lots of online live music. But today, we now finally have our guest of honor here, and I'm proud to have them. And I apologize for the delay, and I appreciate your patience to come here and be our guest. So thank you to both of our guests.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Both. Yeah. So, yeah. Sometimes I snap and I stand and
You can take the mask off now, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can take the mask off now.
Oh, that's better.
crazy up here. Okay, so just a little higher. Yeah. That should be good, I think. Yeah. I think that's fine. I just want to see how much slack there is for standing. Is it clipped? No, it's just wrapped around.
Yeah, she's going to start it. That's good.
Thank you. That's more than enough. Thank you very much.
You need your music stand with you?
Me? Do I need this?
In front or not?
No, it's just for my set list.
Oh,
So it's where it needs to be. Thank you, though.
everything's in the head.
Yeah.
Just try the mic, I want to be sure.
Testing. It just seems a little low back here. Did it droop?
Please.
Okay. All right, well, I'm ready.
Talk in the mic. Talk in the mic. Yeah. And the instrument. Try it. Ooh,
Say again? Ah, thank you. We're not.
You never let people have any fun.
No.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is my first FilKOntario. We got some feedback happening. I'm not sure where. Nice one. Okay. I am making Ken, our valiant sound man, work really hard for my set. So make sure to give him some love. This couldn't happen without him. I waited a long time to get here. There might be tears.
Vanessa Cardley, 17 years and counting, and finally here at FilKOntario.
Yay! That's right, I'm 17 years old. Clearly. I apologize. Were you going to say a few words? I was just diving right in.
That's it.
Words are said? Okay. Felis catus is your taxonomic nomenclature, an endothermic quadruped carnivorous by nature. Your visual, olfactory, and auditory senses contribute to your hunting skills and natural defenses. I find myself intrigued by your subvocal oscillations, a singular development of cat communications that obviates your basic hedonistic predilection for rhythmic stroking of your fur to demonstrate affection. Tail is quite essential for your acrobatic talent. You would not be so agile if you lacked its counterbalance. And when not being utilized to aid in locomotion, it often helps to illustrate the state of your emotion. Oh, Spot, the complex levels of behavior you display can note a fairly well-developed cognitive array. And though you are not sentient, Spot, and do not comprehend, I nonetheless consider you a true and valued friend. I released an album in 2014 called FilKONTarios. In the dealer's room, and also on my person. One of several albums I brought with me for no apparent reason. I don't know, it was ballast, right? So help me release some of that ballast. And that would be great. So
Release the ballast!
Flotsam, Jetsam, we got all of it. Anyway, any Red Dwarf fans in the audience? Woo! Okay, more than a few. Cat lovers, any? So if you're not one, you're the other, I would hope. This is the history of Red Dwarf. After 3 million years in a suspended state, the very last human alive stepped out and looked around and wait. What happened to the crew? They're dead. Oh no, that can't be true. Not Selby, Jen, and Rimmer too. No, can't be dead. So I'm on a pointless mission with a whiny apparition, and it all started with the damn cat. The sole survivor of that tragic mess, having kittens in a spaceship makes him spaceman after all, I guess. The Holy Writ was writ to tell them all about the plan. The cats all stood up, slept and preened themselves, and ate while Holly's mind deteriorated and was gone. Then after that there was the schism between redism and bluism that all started with the damn hat. It all started with the damn cat. That's all history. What matters is that now we've all got to stay alive and sane somehow. The plan was me and you shall make our dreams come true on fusion. Nothing's changed. The slime is coming home, but with an even bigger cat. Earth's really far away, and meanwhile we should pass the day. We'll slow them down the cargo ramp and drink. With luck we'll find a woman who's approximately human, and I won't share her with the damn cat. We'll find some curry and some lard, then I'll find out my father, and it all started with the damn cat. It all started with the damn cat. So another one for friends and fans of Red Dwarf. Do you remember the Rimmer experience? You know, the Munchkin song. If you're in trouble, he will save the day. He's brave and just fearless, come what may. That one? Anybody? One or two. Well, this is the Tywin Lannister experience. The Conqueror had dragons, but so does he. His obliterated brand of diplomacy always leaves you either dead or an employee. He's Tywin, Tywin, Tywin Lannister, rich and clever, proud and sinister. He shits gold, his horse shits lavender, and even his spit has a luster. He's Tywin, Tywin, Tywin Lannister. No one else is more dishonester. Treasonous, despotic ancestor to up-jumped royal bastards. That a Lannister pays his debts, then he'll set you on fire so you won't forget. Burn your city to the ground and not break a sweat. He's Tywin, Tywin, Tywin Lannister with 7 kingdoms to administer. No one skins deer faster, and he'll do the same thing to your hamster. He's Tywin, Tywin Lannister. Stark boy. When we saw his kids do things you should, your brother and sister. He's Tywin, Tywin, Tywin Lannister, sliding up and down a banister. There's not much that rhymes with Lannister, at least he's not a Greyjoy. Thank you so much. That's the second time I've ever done that one. First time was in 2014.
Does he come in a canister?
Yeah, I did think of that. That was one of the 2 genuine rhymes for Lannister, but I only used one of them. Here's another one I never do. Since it's been such a long time since I could perform in front of actual people, I've been branching out a little bit. This song is against the law. I wasn't supposed to write it, record it, or perform it in public. So enjoy my rebellion.
Sorry.
I told you, I'm making work really hard.
It's illegal, but you know you're on a live stream.
Yeah. Come at me, bro.
This is epic.